This is your weekly dose of trivia. How's it going, everybody? As you can see, not much has changed since last week. I think the big change is so far that we got a couple of new followers. Ultra Chaos 13, which followed 7 days ago, and Lucky's Rainbows, which followed just yesterday. Alright, kudos to both of you for what hopefully will be a wise decision. Hopefully we do a little better than we did last week as we start things off with the re-ride. Yes, I don't know why I'm sounding like that, but we'll roll with it. Hold up. So it seemed like I got two different. Yeah. Here we go. I think we may have finally gotten that solved. Okay, there we go. All right, we're solid. Why do I have that over here, though? Okay. All right, see you on the flip side. we'll take it from here.
Oh, how nice of you to join me. Welcome to the re-ride. Oh, just you? I apologize. Let me try again. Oh, just you! Is this your first time on the re-ride?
Nope.
Very good. It is always nice to be face-to-face with veteran quizzers. In case you forgot, here are your buzzers. Please allow me to remind
So I
you that
guess
this is
this
a
is
non-profit
scams?
fan
I thought
project
that
in
we were
no
going
way
flying
associated
this
with
time.
Jackbox Games. And now, please enjoy the re-ride. Perhaps we will meet at the bottom.
Yeah, I think so.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Re-Ride is brought to you by IOU LLC. Come on, you know we're good for it. We swear on our mom's grave. And now, from the broadcast booth to the recording booth, here's Sam Feely.
Here, fishy. You take the bait, huh? Here's a little tip. If you see a nice juicy worm hanging on the end of a big old hook, don't put your mouth on it. Don't even touch it. There's a 99% chance that a giant salmon is on the other end just trying to reel you in so you can be their dinner before they have to swim upstream again. You're on the floor that's all about tricks, stings, marks, schemes, swindles, scumbags, spoofers, and scalawags. So keep your guard and your cynicism up. Time to ride. Hit your buzzer to set the... Moving right on to... How deep the bullshit hole goes. AI deepfakes. They've improved at quite an alarming rate, and it feels like only a matter of time before someone releases fakery so convincing it leads to World War III. Which of these is the deepest fake? Scandalous revelations about the roots of a birch tree, spicy leaks about the tunnels of a groundhog, the dirty filth that springs from the average septic tank, or juicy gossip about squirrel stashes?
I think it's a birch tree.
Wow, thanks, I hate it! Oh. Groundhogs can dig tunnels up to 6 feet deep on average. And if you use the right software, you can make a groundhog sound like a pretty convincing Morgan Freeman. Okay, today's special. There's plenty of fishing in the sea. Hey Einstein, you might want to pick up a few Deutschmarks here to fix up your bank account. Who would you catch leading a fish scheme? Chris Martin, Dave Navarro, Trey Anastasio, or Dexter Holland? Trey Anastasio is the lead singer of the rock band Fish.
There you go.
And I know I'm showing my age by asking a question about Fish, but this new generation just doesn't have a lot of Fish rock reference points. You know a band is dated when the Ben & Jerry's flavor is more famous than its namesake.
Not true.
Pick a value.
I
hope you tip your delivery drivers more than that. Your category is... So long, and thanks for all the Fish references. Hey, dipshit, if you get this one right, you can rid yourself of your laughable score. How about it? Because it requires no equipment, which fishing scam would be the easiest to pull off? Jiggling for fake salmon, noodling for rubber catfish, trolling for plastic trout, or slabbing for false flounder?
I think that would be noodling.
Noodling is a form of fishing in which you simply reach into the water and pull the fish out with your bare hands, so you don't need any equipment to do it. Unless you count beer. Lots and lots of beer.
Yeah, you
and no sense of shame or dignity. How much is this one worth? Shotgun! Remember to buzz in when you see the item that correctly unites the pair on the screen. And if you figure out the final bonus question, you'll take home some serious moolah. Alright, lights green, floor it, mate! Small amount of seasoning, and common reality check. What the fox does in Dora the Explorer, and smartphone gesture.
Wait.
suitable, and to reallocate for a cause.
Appropriate.
Epileptics do it, so do cops.
C's, I bet.
Pants storage, and Pokemon equals blank monsters.
Pocket.
Score. Jonas Brother and Small Cut.
Terms for stealing, maybe?
An elevator and giving a ride.
Lift.
Now it's time for the bonus. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all
Cold call tactics. Nigerian princes. Names of cryptocurrencies. Famous pyramid schemes. Synonyms.
Yes, sir!
All words for taking things that don't belong to you. Now let me steal your attention for a moment so we can check the score.
You proud of your artistry? Or fartistry? Let's go. Okay, friendo, how much money am I? And this one is...
Bitcoin peddlers and other cryptids. Cryptocurrency. Is it really going to be that valuable in the increasingly likely event of worldwide societal and economic collapse? Or will it just be as valuable then as Chuck E. Cheese tokens are now? And speaking of fake money and fictional animals, because it's named after a real animal, which of the following would not be a cryptozoological cryptocurrency? Chupacabra coin, capybara coin, jackalope coin, or Mapinguari coin?
I think jackalope exists.
I specifically requested the opposite of this.
The capybara is the largest species of rodent, native to South America, just a chill guy, and the only provably real creature of the four mentioned.
Something. Here we have...
The David Mamet play Glengarry Glen Ross is about a group of salesmen who curse a lot and con people into buying worthless real estate. Movie version opens with Alec Baldwin telling salesmen how it takes brass balls to sell real estate. Technically speaking, what two metals would you need to cover your balls with to turn them into brass balls? Copper and gold, copper and silver, copper and tin, or copper and zinc?
I think it's copper and tin.
Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Brass is an alloy made of copper and zinc. And don't you dare think about getting any coffee after this game. Coffee is for closers.
Hit your buzzer and let's see how much money we're playing. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
This or that?
It's time for the often imitated, never duplicated dis or dat. Let's see what your dis or dat's topic is.
Of bona fide con men and shady-ass saints. Well, I ain't gonna get much simpler than this. I'm gonna read you 7 words, and for each one, please tell me whether it's a synonym for true, or real, or genuine, or a synonym for false, or fake, or counterfeit.
You cash in for each one you get right, and you'll lose money for each wrong answer and any ones you don't get to. You've got 30 seconds until the wire fills up to get all 7. Hope you got all that, because there ain't no turning back now.
Undissembled, does it mean true or false? Veridical. Mendacious. Suppositious. Pocock. Apocryphal. Factitious. Undissembled. Veridical. Remind me to never rely on you for fact-checking or anything at all for that matter.
Listen, this is not.
Hey, don't let it get to your head. There's more work to be done. Rise and shine. Nothing to sneeze at for sure. Now take a sniff of this category.
Scammers make me sick. All right, here's your obligatory sports-adjacent question. The Bishop Sycamore high school football scandal in Ohio a few years ago. So many obviously fraudulent things going on there, starting with the fact that the Archdiocese of Columbus, Ohio, never had a bishop named Sycamore. So, which of these would be a literal Bishop Sycamore? A soldier officiating a wedding, a tree taking confessionals, a deer baptizing an infant, or a lighthouse reading the last rites?
I believe there is sycamore trees.
Sycamore, from the Greek words for fig and mulberry, is a name given to several types of trees. But no amount of Our Fathers and Hail Marys will absolve you of as many sins as Bishop Sycamore and those airheads committed.
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a You'll love to see it. Try this category.
That's one nice pair of identities. Here comes the questione. If someone committed identikit theft, what are they stealing? The work of a police sketch artist, movie makeup, the smallest active volcano in Hawaii, or dentures for dogs? Identikit is a picture of a person constructed using a witness's description, like the pictures that police sketch artists draw of suspects.
Like in Toy Story 2.
Stealing a police sketch artist's work isn't so bad. It's not like you're committing caricature assassination.
Buzz in for the bucks, baby. Allow me to introduce...
Who's up for a little harmless fraud? All right, folks, how about a little 3-card money before we go? Or 4-card money in this case. Come on, don't be shy. Put your money on the table. All you got to do is find the queen. You'll double your green. All right, which one's the lady? Bo Derek, Mandy Patinkin, Carol Spinney, or Jamie Foxx? Bo Derek is an actress and sex symbol of the 1970s who starred in the movie 10. See you later, sucker. I forgot there's still one more question after this. Talk about awkward.
Now's the time to hit your...
I've got a clue to sell you. Guaranteed returns like you've never seen before. No? Okay, fine. You can have it for free. Based on a false story. Here's a bunch of movies that prove we don't live in a meritocracy. Good luck catching these rats.
Catch me if you can. I knew it, I just hit the wrong thing. Oh, that's the Wolf of Wall Street. Wizard of Oz, there you go. Inventing Anna, maybe? Hustlers, there you go. It's dumb money, I think. Yep, there you go. The Dropouts. Come down a little better, but, you know...
And that's the game. Let's see your final score.
was the
Until next time,
basement.
kids.
And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Check. The Rewrite. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright. So far, so good. Looks like we may have to go ahead and take a quick break before we start the second game. Obviously, I want to kind of wait a minute on... I think Twitch is still a little behind at the moment. Yeah, I think last time it was the low point. Honest truth, we definitely kicked up a notch. Barely broke even last time, and that was kind of sad. Felt like we got a little bit ahead of that this time. Just a little bit. Alright, I guess I'll see you in 90, folks. I waited as long as I possibly could, but it's... yeah. We'll see you then. If you're watching on the YouTube, say hi to everybody, and we're just chilling right now. Probably the next game is going to be... I think it's going to be... give me a hot second. It'll hit me. Headrush. We'll start with Headrush. Okay, it looks like we are back now. Okay. All right, we're back, and we're getting ready to kick things off with another game here. Sorry it's taking us a bit here, but we'll get there. I just don't understand why I'm having issues with this. It was a little easier when all I could do is just say, okay, let's just freeze over here and... I mean, I like the fact that stream is healthy and everything, and that's good. There we go. Okay. Works for me, and we'll get this thing going here. See you on the other side.
Bust. An overhyped bust and a fancy pair of shoes.
60 seconds.
Hey, how's it going? How many people are playing?
Hi, baby diva.
Okay, one. Cool. What's your name?
25 seconds.
All right, buddy. Hit the number of the icon you want.
30 seconds.
Okay, your buzzer's gonna be the letter B.
Hold up. Let's try this. Let's check this. Double check this real quick. I want to make sure we're streaming this right now on the Twitch and not... Oh, perfect. Okay. My panic was worth over nothing.
We're good. And now, here's Gamey.
Hey there, how's it going? My name's Bob, and if you have any
Hi,
questions at all,
Bob.
hey, please feel free to keep them to yourself. Anyway,
Sure.
so here's what
That
you
old
gotta do.
song and
Question
dance.
flies in, you know the answer, so you buzz in and you choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then you either win a bunch of cash if you get it right, or you lose, and I take away all your money and I humiliate you. Got it? Okay, did everyone make?
So far, so
Great,
good.
let's go. Okay, pick a category. For your enjoyment, Scooby-Doo, what kind of rabid beast are you? And we got 30,000 bucks in the pot. Okay, now you know how Scooby-Doo is always hungry and he'll do anything for a snack? Well, let's say Scooby-Doo goes insane from hunger and tears apart his human pals. If he goes for the largest bone in their bodies, which of these snacks will he be having? Velma's mandible, Shaggy's femur, Daphne's cranium, or Fred's humerus?
I think it's the femur.
The femur is the largest bone in the human body. Wrong. Raggy race relicious. Okay, that's the category. This bad boy is Canada. And you pocket 20,000 clams if you get this one. So, you know that big landmass up north where it's cold? I mean, even colder than it is in the upper parts of the U.S., like Wisconsin. Don't even get me started. And up there, they eat things like Canadian bacon, and they make a lot of maple syrup, eh? And all the draft dodgers went up there, you know, during the Vietnam War. And for some reason, all these second-rate actors come from up there, like, you know, like, for example, Alan Thicke and Jason Priestley and Mike Myers and John Candy and Jim Carrey. Not to mention Paul Schaefer and Roseanne Barr and Michael J. Fox and even Alex Trebek, even though he just became a U.S. citizen and everything. And they say a boat when they mean about. And that group, the Bare Naked Ladies, sing that song, If I Had $1 Million. You know, they come from up there too, right? So anyway, what's the capital of Canada? Quebec, Montreal, Vancouver, or Ottawa?
I believe it's Ottawa.
Yep, the capital of Canada is Ottawa. So, now that you've had the Canadian history lesson, I see absolutely no reason to ever go there. I need a category. Pucker up for Fantastically Painful. This one can get you 10 grand. Hey, you know Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four comics? You know he's the guy who can bend and stretch all over the place? Well,
Sure.
Which of the following would most likely give Mr. Fantastic a nasty case of the bends? Chasing a foe into the ocean depths, bombarding his opponent with milk, stopping a thief by changing into steel, or performing backflips to avoid enemy blows?
That would be the ocean depths.
When deep sea divers come to the surface too quickly, the change in pressure can sometimes give them the bends. Man, it's a good thing the Human Torch didn't have to go on that mission.
Flame on!
Hookah.
Alrighty, pick one.
Hey, move over, host boy. I gotta ask these kiddies a question. Here we go.
Audio Band's Memories. I like my answer better.
Hey!
Now serving.
Go play with yourself.
How does $20,000 sound?
So this here's one of those questions where you gotta type in the answer as soon as you know the... Ow! Concern it! I stepped on something. Ow! Looky! It's a piece from that old game. Oh, what was that called? Oh, yeah. I think it's that toy that you use to make colorful pictures. Yeah. You make the pictures with little colored pegs.
Oh, that must be what you just stepped on, old man.
Duh, hey now. When you plug it in, it lights up the picture you just made. The two words in the name of this thing, they
rhyme, right?
Right, they rhyme. Hey, what is this thing?
Kick it. You want it, you got it. Yahtzee! Light break. I remember as a kid, I always wanted to eat those pegs. You know, kids can be so stupid. Oh my God, spit it out, old man, spit it out!
I couldn't help it. They look so delicious.
Hey, can we get a glass of water here, please? Let's move on.
What? Why? Just why?
And this is, that's kinda purdy. And it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Hey, check it out. I got one of those magic eye picture books for my birthday. It's so great, man. It's got all these scribbly paintings, you know, and if you stare at them long enough, a 3D image pops right off the page. Here, watch. Let me relax my eyes a little bit. Pull the book back slower. Yes, I think I got it. What three-dimensional magic eye image am I looking at right now? Coyotes howling at the moon, dolphins jumping through the air, Waldo peeking out from behind a tree, or nothing. I have a headache.
You know, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't like these
I've been
questions.
staring at this freaking page the whole time, and I can't see a damn thing.
You got a headache.
All I know is I'm getting a headache, and my eyes are tearing up, and Oh, wait a minute. There it is. It's a unicorn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, pick a category. The category? Rappers who sniff your crotch. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Hey, you know how people are always saying that on average dogs age 7 times faster than humans? So if you got a dog that's like 7, then it would be, let's see, carry the 3, 49 in dog years, right? When Snoop Doggy Dogg turns 40, how old will he be in dog years? 28, 40, 280, or 2,800? Seven times 40 is
280.
2 times 14, 280.
There we go.
280. You know, that's not that old. I mean, look at Mick Jagger. Okay, I need a category. Hey, nice choice. You just picked a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, they got skizzles. All right, I'm going to read off 7 different things. And for each one, I want you to tell me if it relates to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or both. As each one comes up, if it's something about MJ, press 1. If it's something about Kobe, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And if you want to skip one, press 4.
Oh my God.
You get 5,000 for each right answer, and you lose 5,000 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. Okay, let's see that timer. And we're off. Plays guard, MJ, Kobe, or both? Went to UNC. his own Adidas shoe. His middle name is Jeffrey. Played for the Birmingham Barons. Dated Brandy. Oh, yeah. This is it. Speaks fluent Italian. That's all she wrote.
There we go.
Unbelievable. 7 out of 7. There you go. Hey, lunch is on you. All right, what's next?
I mean, I could actually kind of afford it now.
May I introduce You'll Eat Dirt and Like It. 20,000 bucks says you don't know this one. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Say that instead of making mud pies, you decide to cook up a batch of cud pies. What would be the main ingredient? Monkey brains, dog crap, cow vomit, or pig tongue?
Cud? I think that's cows.
Cud is the partially digested contents of a cow's stomach. Which reminds me of that old saying, nothing satisfies an empty stomach like an emptied stomach. Alrighty, pick one. Say hello to Where'd You Bury My Hat, Chet? This one will get you 10 grand. Hey, you know that horror movie series, Friday the 13th?
Yes.
Well, if the next Friday the 13th movie is subtitled Jason Buries the Hatchet, what will audiences most likely see him do? Build a totem pole at a summer camp, make peace with his former victims, do the backstroke across a lake, or chop up fans of the Atlanta Braves?
I think burying the hatchet is about making up with people.
When somebody buries the hatchet, that means he or she makes peace with someone.
Thanks, Jason. I guess I can forgive you for chopping off my boyfriend's head.
Category, please. Coming at you. The weirder the flavor, the better. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. If the folks who make Ruffles potato chips come out with Truffles potato chips, what will it say on the bag? Gross-looking insect flavored, painful rash flavored, underground fungus flavored, or poisonous berry flavored?
Truffles, I think, come from the underground.
Truffles are underground fungi that people often eat as a delicacy. Yeah, you knew that sooner or later all the good junk foods are going to try to sneak a mushroom or two into your mouth. What's next, like celery? Okay, pick a category. It's Headrush time, my friends. Don't even think of blinking, because when you see two words that match, you better buzz in. If I think you're right, you get 5,000 bucks. But if I think you're wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of 5,000. And don't forget, remember the clue. The match better fit this clue. No, really, what's your sign? Your sign better be I hit buzzer if you want to ace this head rush. Good luck.
Scorpio is Scorpion. It makes perfect sense. Libra is Scales, I believe. That's the fish. I should know this. Twins. Lion? Yes. Cancer.
Oh, man!
Oh, it's a crab, I bet. Is Aries Ram? Yeah, it is.
see your final score. That's the game. Hey, Green, you were like the best player we had this whole game. Really, I mean that. Thank you for playing Headrush, and hey, I'll see you next time.
And that's a wrap. Another day, another peso. Diva Bambina, tell me, is it going to be Uno Mas game?
Whoa, you're on the high scoreboard.
Hi there.
Here's your prize. Those 3 claps. Don't spend them all in one place. And tell me if you want to play again.
And that concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Headrush. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright. Now I gotta twiddle my thumbs while okay, we're now in head. Yep, okay, they're just now reaching the headbutt, so we're a little bit behind. A little bit behind, but hopefully we'll get there. And when it starts doing that signature, that's probably when I'm gonna go do the break thing. Okay, like I said, we're gonna keep watching here. I don't know why it looked like it was easier. I think when you can actually just hit that button and then go boom, and it freezes and. You know, it'd be a lot easier if this thing actually worked according to Hoyle like it's supposed to. It was easier when I knew less than I know now. It was definitely easier. Looks like I might have my work cut out for me to do something else here real fast. Alright, yeah, I think we're about ready to hit that break thing, so I will see you in 90 seconds, folks. In case you're wondering, the next game we're going to probably be doing is, I think it is going to be Louder, Faster, Funnier. Part of the reason I want to make sure I got this stupid cross the plate is because I know that there's a chance of it getting bad later on in about 90 minutes. So if I hurry up and try to get these games done now, I don't have to sweat it. And we'll probably finish up with Volume 2, by the way. Just a heads up. Okay, folks, welcome back. Welcome back, each and every one of you. Yes, it looks like Detroit beat New Orleans. I'm not sure how that's going to really affect much of anything. I do know for a fact, however, that the next game for us is going to be the Re-Ride. Right anyway, dear. I have gotten good at this now. This is a good sign. A very good sign indeed. Okay, let's switch back over here. Bam, bam. We are playing Louder, Faster, Funnier. There you go. And we'll see what game we draw this time. Okay, let's do it.
Howdy, Sandy's my name,
Hi.
and
Hi,
welcome
Sandy.
to the game. How many people?
Just the one.
Aw, poor you. You don't have any friends today.
Okay,
well,
Cookie.
Okie dokie. Have a look around and choose an episode.
Middle Ages, Colorize, Things That Come in Pairs, and Marriage. Trivia with which alternative? I think we'll do Colorized.
30 seconds. All right, your buzzer is the letter B. That's B as in bodacious.
And hey, here's a chance to actually get Schmitty on the
So
air
we're
for a
going.
brief
Now, when a
minute.
question pops up, you gotta buzz in. Then to pick the answer that you want, just hit that number on the keyboard. Follow me? Easy breezy.
Yes, it is.
Until we meet again.
Ignore the kids. Yeah, that's a real
It's
smart
time
move,
for the
dude.
show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yes, yes, welcome to the colorized episode. It's our little nod to the beauty of autumn when all the leaves change colors as they die, and people feel compelled to take pictures of these dying things and call them beautiful. I only hope someone does the same for me when I'm about to check out. Give me a category. Whoa. We're calling this one, You Aren't Anything Except a Hound Dog. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Eyes forward.
Crying all
we're
the
going.
time.
If the group Color Me Bad decides to correct its grammatical errors and change its name to Color Me Badly, what should it retitle its first hit? Nothing can be compared to you. Up is How I Want to Sex You. Isn't that a shame? Or Never Am I Going to Give Up You.
I think it's number 2.
Take Color Me Bad's first hit, I Want to Sex You Up. Remove that bothersome phrase-ending preposition, correct the spelling, and up is How I Want to Sex You. Or should that be, I want to sex you upwards? I want to sex you vertical? I need you above for the sex. Category, please.
Duly noted. Teen Idols?
For your enjoyment, When Teen Idols Attack. You get it right, you get 2K. Hey, do you remember that movie that had the, jeez, I can't remember the name of it. Buzz in and help me out here, will you? It's the movie from the 80s. It's got the guys in it with the Dirty Dan, the Patrick Swayze guy, and C. Thomas Howell, and that guy who's always with the trouble, Charlie Sheen. That look, the Russians and Cubans invade the U.S. and these guys are in a small
it's
town,
that
and they shoot
one.
It was like Radon Chong, or it sounds like that. What's the name of the freaking movie? Come on. All right. That feels good, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Red Dawn, of course. That's the name of the movie. Anyway, suppose the guys from Red Dawn star in a sequel called Red Donnie and Marie, because it's also the... Hey, stop the music. Hey, I'm just getting to the question. See, this is exactly what I was talking about in the employee counseling meeting. All right, pick a category.
Kind of weak sauce if you ask me, but okay.
Coming at you. Mommy, I've got Happy Cereal. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Here's the question. If General Mills, you know, the folks that make that one cereal with the different colored marshmallow shapes, well, if they wanted to market a pro-gay cereal, which of these marshmallow shapes would
Boy,
they most
this
likely
hasn't aged
include?
terrifically.
Pink triangles, blue circles, yellow stars, or purple hearts?
I believe that would be the pink triangle.
The pink triangle is one of the symbols used to represent the gay community. But I don't know how you could possibly market a cereal as gay. Gee, maybe Jerry Falwell has an idea or two.
I think Jerry Falwell should be the
category.
last person to be asked about that sort of thing.
Here we have 2 guys, a girl, and a Picasso. $2,000 for correct answer. Think fast, it's question time. Considering the subjects of his paintings during his Rose period, which of these TV shows would Picasso probably have found most inspiring? Bozo Circus, Soul Train, MASH, or Baywatch?
Rose period? I hope this wasn't
Here's
clowns.
the one the winners pick.
Really, it
During his
is
Rosie
clowns.
period, Picasso painted harlequins and circus performers. He also spent many grueling hours practicing to get that damn ping pong ball to stay in bucket number 6.
Well, that
All right,
makes
I need a
a
category.
ton of sense.
Yeah, way to choose that category. You're about to take a bite out of a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, either way, you're cruising for a bruising. Okay, open your eyes and listen up. I'm going to read off 7 words, okay? And as each one pops up, I want you to tell me if it describes a shade of black or a shade of blue.
Black
If
or
it's
blue?
blackish, press 1. If it's,
And the category
bluish, press
title
2.
makes a lot of
And
sense
press
now, to be
4
honest
if you
with
wanna
you.
skip it. For each right answer, you get $500. And 500 is going to be taken away if you get it wrong or you don't get to it. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Azure, black or blue?
Azure, blue.
Ebony,
Black.
Raven,
Raven's black.
Lapis Lazuli,
Blue.
Sable.
Sable.
Hey, if you're not, Sapphire.
You're blue.
Last one, Jet.
You're black.
That's all 7. Not bad, not bad. Let's add your winnings to your total.
Okay.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that wasn't half bad. Let's try another question.
Sure.
Time to pick a category. The category, your bartender, Danny Zuko. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, do you remember in the movie Grease how Sandy was trying to join the Pink Ladies and they had that slumber party where they all jumped around on the bed in their nightgowns? Well, if Sandy had to make a pink lady in order to join the Pink Ladies, what ingredient would she not need? Gin, cream, vermouth, or grenadine?
It's either gin or vermouth.
A pink lady is an alcoholic drink consisting of gin, cream, and grenadine. Did I say vermouth? No, I didn't.
Taking a page from Sam Feely's
You're the only
workbook.
pink lady I need. I don't need any of you. You hear me? Nobody.
Give me a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for this limo has a fully stocked deli counter. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, do you remember those ads for Grey Poupon mustard where the one guy would pull up next to the other and say, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" Imagine a car pulls up next to you and asks, "Pardon me, do you have any gray matter?" Technically, what are they asking you for? Your brainstem, your brain nerve tissue, your cerebellum, or your basal ganglia?
I think it's cerebellum?
Damn, key must have slipped.
Oh.
So you don't lose any sleep over it. But of course, it's brain nerve tissue. And let me tell you, nothing tastes better on a ham sandwich than some smeared brain nerve tissue. It truly brings the flavor to life. All right, pick a category. All right, give it up for 7 glorious shades of gray. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Say, did you know that NBC was the first network to broadcast most of their shows in color? It's true. Up until what year would you have seen the NBC Peacock in black and white? 1950, 1954, 1960?
You know, I have no earthly clue, and I'm not willing to risk my money.
Why didn't you pick this one? The NBC
54.
Peacock appeared in black and white until the 1954 television season. So, wait a minute, before 1954, if peacocks were black and white, does that mean that one day zebras will be in color?
Oh, let's not get
Category,
too far
please.
ahead of ourselves.
May I introduce, thus saith Papa Smurf. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Forward march. Given the religious figure who's generally pictured as being the color blue, what might you call the spiritual leader of the Smurfs? Booty Smurf, Krishna Smurf, Yahweh Smurf, or Jesus-y Smurf?
I think it'd be Krishna.
The Hindu
Smurf.
deity Krishna is traditionally colored blue, so he'd be a great spiritual leader for the Smurfs. The only problem with Hindu Smurfs is that whole bindi thing. I mean, you stick a red dot on a Smurf's forehead, looks like a big purple Smurf zit. Ugh. Throw me a category. Shake hands with inferior decorating. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's see how you handle this one. Say the president has the White House's Blue Room redecorated. If the new decor is inspired by the 1999 Broadway production of The Blue Room, what will it feature? A naked Nicole Kidman, a bald John Leguizamo, a
Ooh,
gun-wielding
boy,
Bernadette
this
Peters, or a
really
drunk Kevin
aged
Spacey?
well. I'm kind of thinking it's Kidman, but I think any of these could possibly work.
What do you say we check out the right answer? Way back in 1999, the Broadway production of The Blue Room featured a partially nude Nicole Kidman. Boy, I'll tell you, I'd do just about anything to see Nicole Kidman naked, except sit through some boring play or a Stanley Kubrick movie.
You know, maybe you should try
All right,
playing
I need a
Keith
category.
Urban.
All right, Flesh Butt Spits I'm poor.
Gibberish question.
It's time for a Lip for Dish Mess Fun.
Your gibberish category for today is cellmates with bladder problems. The opening value of this gibberish question is going to be 10K. Now here's the deal. The more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, now you must tell me what this rhymes with. Mal
no cage whiz.
Now, and ignore that punctuation, huh? All right, first clue. It's a large monocolored book.
No cage whiz.
Monocolored book packed to the brim with phone numbers. And we know it's not your little black book. And what? Let's see what you got. Start typing.
There you go.
You know, the Yellow Pages has many other uses, too. Oh, sure, you can use it as a stepladder or prop up a table leg, even put a wig on it and take it to the prom. Oh, she was beautiful, and she stole my heart. Time to pick a category. Open wide and get ready for Willy Wonka and the Avon Lady. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Hey, do you remember those brightly colored chocolate-making imps from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Nah, who doesn't?
Sure, the
Willy
Oompa
Wonka buys Color Me
Loompas.
Beautiful consultations for all the Oompa Loompas. Considering their orange skin color, what season will they be? Spring, summer, autumn, or winter?
I'm thinking they'd be in autumn.
Oh, that orange skin makes Oompa Loompas natural autumns. Although that green hair is so not working. Please. Obviously, they should be blondes. All right, pick a category. I believe this one is called Purple Pulp. You want $6,000? Give me your right answer. Okay, kids, gather round, because it's time for me to tell you one of Uncle Schmitty's famous hard-boiled crime stories. Listen carefully, there will be a test. He got the green light, started dealing brownies, got caught red-handed, told a white lie, got blackballed, caught yellow fever, and died. The end. Now, punk, which of these did not happen to him? He was ostracized, he contracted malaria, he received the go-ahead, or he was caught selling amphetamines. Okay, what did you think dealing brownies meant? On second thought, don't answer that.
Oh.
The correct answer is malaria and yellow fever ain't the same thing, my friend. But hey, it could have been worse. At least he wasn't blue-balled while dealing greenies to some pinkos, huh? Give me a category. And our special guest tonight, Nice Knockers. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. All right, so we all know from that Rolling Stones song how Mick Jagger apparently saw a red door and had an overwhelming urge to paint it black, right? Well, given the company that is known for its red door, who will probably call the police to arrest Mick for his vandalizing ways? Estee Lauder, Elizabeth Arden, Jenny Craig, or Mrs. Fields?
Red door.
You want to see what the smart money says? The Elizabeth Arden Company is known for its Red Door perfume, named after their New York salon's trademark Red Door. But can you really blame Mick for vandalizing the door? I mean, Elizabeth Arden started the whole thing when she got on Mick Jagger's cloud.
You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember. Remember the clue. The two words that match have to fit this clue.
Colorful TV humans.
TV humans. Great. And I've only got a black and white TV. Oh well, have fun without me.
Your brown house to green from now on 2-0. That would be A. Whitney Brown from SNL. Tracy Gold from Growing Pains. Betty White from Golden Girls. Erin Gray from Silver Spoons. Sure. Oh, sorry. Charlie Rose, the talk show guy. Is it Ron Silver? Yeah, it is. Ron Silver, the Marcus Closet, sure.
Let's take a look at your final score. That's the game. Wow, that was an exciting game. That was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left. Now look to your right.
Oh, no. We don't do that around here, Smitty.
Excellent! You're on the high scoreboard. What do you
Just
want now?
barely.
Now, how about a challenge? Let's play again. See if you don't just crash and burn next time. So, if you want to save this episode in your little black book as a favorite, just hit F.
Does that count?
Well, wouldn't it be nice?
Okay, this concludes this episode of Yodo Jack Louder, Faster, and Funnier. Colorized. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Tickets Please Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, folks. I'm still kind of waiting a little bit on my Twitch chat because it's still a bit behind. I think we're now on the question that I got wrong, because I somehow thought malaria and yellow fever were the same thing. So right now, more than anything, I'm just sitting back and waiting on this thing to happen. I apparently got 24 minutes on pre-roll, 38 minutes on the regular thingy. So we're solid there. Oh, I think I know what it was. Yep, this is the Mick Jagger question. So we are like maybe a minute and a half behind. So I'm just going to probably have to make up some stuff here. Wednesday, we're going to do Out of the Park Baseball. I don't think we got anything planned for Tuesday. Saturday, I'm not sure. We might do something, we might not. Depending on what kind of thing is, on how things go and everything. Okay, looking at, let's take a quick look and see what the weather is supposed to be for Saturday. Because I am off, but at the same time, I also don't necessarily want to stream, and it turns out that it's going to be a nice day. Oh joy! We got ourselves a tornado watch. A tornado watch. Right now. I don't think it's supposed to start raining until at least 6, 7 o'clock. Alright, looks like it's supposed to rain Saturday. If it is, we might actually stream. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be wet Saturday morning, and then it's going to be storming Saturday night. So we are definitely streaming. Probably another round for Out of the Park Baseball then. I kind of think so. And then we do Old School Jack at some point in the near future. Yeah, the one I missed was, I guess Charlie Brown, you know, the kid from Peanuts and stuff. I guess they wanted the real life person, which was Charlie Rose. a great round of me for Louder, Faster, Funnier, but at least we did crack the top 10 just barely. All right, we're just waiting on the screen to kick off, and then we'll probably just hit the next thing, which will be right here. All right, introduction happening. That sounds like we can go ahead and drop the beat on this. So see you in 90 seconds. And in case you're wondering, Volume 2 is how we're going to end this one. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah. Waiting on anything to happen on both my channels. I guess we're just going to keep talking our way out of it here. We got about a minute left on this thing, so we're just going to chill here while I don't know why my Twitch is usually behind when it comes to actually between here and between there. Okay, we are back. Okay, great deal. So, you know what this means, right? It means it's time for the last game of the day, and that is going to be Volume 2. We're going to continue our run with the Goofy Goober, Buzz. I guess it's Buzz Libman? I didn't realize he had a first name. That's what I get for feeling the buzz. Anywho... Anyway, let's get this thing started.
$60 seconds. All right, how you doing?
All right, you pause right there, and we'll get this thing started here. Okay, boom, bam, Volume 2. There you go. Now we're ready to go. Rockin' and a reelin', Barbara Ann.
Out of this water. I've had this frog in my throat all day.
Hey, Ray. Thanks for picking up my dry cleaning. I appreciate it. No problem. One question, though. Where are the buttons?
Okay.
What button? Go for the love of Jesus, people!
Here you go.
Schmitty,
hello there. Now listen.
calm
if you
down.
Play the game. You have to tell me how many people are playing. All right? So you're playing with yourself, huh?
Cookie,
Sorry,
please.
Just type your name in, okay?
Did you hear me?
One other thing. Are you looking for a full 21 question game or more like a 7 question dealie?
21.
Yeah, got it.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B as in side of beef.
Beefy.
We're losing fuel. Could we shift to the third there?
20 seconds. I'm not hearing it.
20 seconds. All right. When you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't. But if you buzz in, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices or you're going to lose cash. All right?
Gotcha, Cookie. We got it.
Okay, look alive. Here we go. Lose the desktop. Okay, and go to black.
And that's confidence you
And
can count on.
stand by.
New cloaca. Because there's a reason they named it after a sewer.
I don't know why I want to know that. I guess I don't.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Alright, welcome to You Don't Know Jack. All tucked in? Then let's turn out the lights. Take your pick. What do you say?
I might need a nice cold beverage after this
Category,
round.
let's do it. Questions that make me want a frosty beverage. 2 G's for a right answer. Look very carefully at this picture, won't you? And tell me, which fictitious crass commercial remake of a classic movie would this picture best represent? David Chesterfield, Dr. Zhivago at Spago, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hide-a-Bed, or Dr. No-Dose? It's a poster for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hide-a-Bed. The real horror is trying to fold those damn things back up in the morning. All right, go ahead and pick one.
Here comes question 2. It'll make you feel brand new.
This one's gonna be...
Sometimes the magic wands.
Sometimes a magic wand
Things
is
Harry
only
Potter
a
might
magic
say
wand.
as an
2,000
adult.
bucks for right answer. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at you. Oh no, that crazy cartoon sage, the Wizard of Id, has started acting on all the impulses of his id. Who should be called in to best regulate these deep desires? The King of Ego, the Knight of Self-Actualization, the Jester of Super Ego, or the Queen of Clubs? According to Freud, the superego regulates the deep-seated desires of the id.
There you go.
The bigger question is, what's the deal with Wizard of Id, BC, and Croc? Are they all the same, or am I just paranoid?
I think you're being just paranoid.
Okay, pick a category.
Put on your pens for the naked dance.
3. This category is... Damn it, Jim.
If it's a
I'm
naked
doctor,
dance
not a
photo you're putting
currency.
on
Get it right,
pants,
get 2,000
that makes no
bucks.
sense.
Okay, peel your eyes, free your mind, cause here we go. If the value of a body part were determined by the number of bones it contains, which would be worth the most? A hand, a shoulder, the pelvis, or the cranium?
I think it'd be the hand.
The human hand contains 27 bones. And you know what they say, a bone in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Come on, we need a category.
Shake it up the floor. Shake it up the floor.
The category is... Wait, I have a vision. 2,000 bucks riding on this one. Okay, help me out here. I'm trying to think of this guy's name. Buzz in and type in your answer when you think you know the answer. He was considered by some to be a prophet. And he was
Is it
a 16th
Nostradamus?
century Frenchman. He made a bunch of predictions about the future that still freak a lot of people out. And he goes by one name, you know, like Charo or Liberace. Huh, who is that guy? Show it if you know it. Type in your answer and hit return. What are you waiting for? We're talking about Nostradamus, the legendary seer of Ceylon. It's funny, he actually predicted that you would get this one wrong.
Well, that's what you get for
How
guessing.
about it? We need a category. Excellent choice.
Dis or dat?
It's time to play Dis or Dat. Here's a category for this Dis or Dat. Mashi, to the in-flight entertainment. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a musical group or an international airline.
So,
After
it's a
each one
musical
comes
group
up,
or
it's a
international
rock group,
airline.
press 1. If it's an airline, press 2. And press 4 to skip. You get 500 bucks for each right answer, and 500 off for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Alright, let me see 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. United, musical group or international airline.
Your airline.
NWA.
Your group.
Aerosmith.
Your group.
TWA.
You're an airline.
Air Supply.
You're out of bands.
Jefferson Airplane.
You're out of bands.
Last one. Aeroflot.
You're an airline.
That's all she wrote. What can I say? I got nothing to criticize here. 7 out of 7.
Yes.
There's a little sugar for you. Let's move on. Okay, pick a category.
Oh, this is really big.
This thing is huge.
All right, we're at
coming up,
6.
this category is
If we get a
Neil
celeb call, it should be
Diamond and
8.
Large stinging insects. And $1,000 is riding on this question. All right, fingers limbered, cause here comes the question. If a honeybee wanted to tell the rest of the hive the location of a particularly nice source of pollen, she would appear to be following the suggested action of which 70s song title? Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree, knock 3 times, play that funky music, or shake your booty.
I think it's shaking the booty.
She will shake her abdomen, or as we scientists call it, booty. The direction and intensity of shaking lets the hive know where the food is and how groovy and happening the dancer is. Take your pick. What do you say? And we call this one Wonder Twin Powers Salinate. And this one's worth $2,000. Uh-oh, sounds like the Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina, are having a bit of a spat. Zan changes himself into the form of salt water and splashes into Jaina's paper cut. Jaina wants to retaliate by converting Zan into fresh water. What method can she use? Oxidation, hydraulics, fermentation, or distillation?
That would be distillation.
You can distill Zan by evaporating him and then collecting the purified condensation. And while we're at it, we can do the same with our irritating little monkey, Gleek. Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Here's why we hate number 8.
The category: country and western and modern literature. And this one's gonna be worth $1,001 bills. Okay, take a shot at this. By combining the name of a popular John Irving book with a famous country and western singer, which catchy title can you create for an unauthorized biography? The World According to Garth, A Tale of Two Judds, Who's Afraid of Reba McEntire, or Clint Black Beauty?
That would be The World According to Garth.
John Irving wrote The World According to Garth, but your version would be a steamy expose on Garth Brooks. Hey, someone's got to write it. Come on, we need
It
a
ain't
category.
happening.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9.
All right, next up, wipe that smile off your face. $3,000 for this one. All right, here we go. If you take a really good look at Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, you might notice a physical trait that could attract the attention of a certain fetishist. What might such a person say to Mona? Please, let me lick your eyebrow stubble, peel off that wig, and let's do it Baldy style. Work those 2 right hands of yours, baby, or your scar tells me you like it rough.
I have no earthly clue, to be honest with you.
Too bad you didn't pick this. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. It was fashionable for ladies to shave them off back then. Da Vinci, on the other hand, was into body piercing and moshing. How about it? We need a category.
Hey, Master Blaster! Won't you find an answer? It's 10!
And this question's category is...
So
screw
disappointed
that.
we
Let's
did
just
not
do
get,
it here.
the,
Get this right, get $2,000. Wow, you just can't stay away from the sex questions. 2 in a row, huh?
Well, they
Well, it's
all
not
had
like
to
we
do
gave
with
you much of a
sex, though.
choice. Let's see how you do. He's broaching. She's reaching. Oh, now they're both luffing. What are they doing? Sailing, enjoying the Kama Sutra, baking, or playing badminton?
I think they're sailing.
Broaching, reaching, and luffing are all sailing terms. But with the pounding of the waves and the rhythmic up and down motion of the boat, could you blame them for wanting to do a little broaching? Okay, round 1 is history. Let's move on to round 2. Okay, pay attention, because all the questions in round 2 are worth more money. Okay, pick a category.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Category: badass nicknames of the Renaissance. $6,000 could be yours. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. Because of his unique appearance, with which of these cruel nicknames was Renaissance astronomer Tycho Brahe possibly taunted at all the astronomers' seminars? Geocentric goiter geek, Copernicus loving three-legged dork, rusty boogered king's pet, or Tootie?
I think it's Scoiter, maybe?
Geocentric goiter geek? No, that was a Renaissance verse of great green globs of greasy, grimy gopher guts.
Oh.
And over here we have the right answer. Rusty boogered king's pet. Brahe got his nose cut off in a duel and had it replaced with one made of metal. I bet it sucked going through metal detectors at the airport.
Well, luckily they didn't have planes.
Vic, what do you say?
Or metal detectors back then.
12.
And this category is Tennessee Tuxedo and his ball and chain. And this one's worth $4,000. Remember the cartoon penguin Tennessee Tuxedo and his pal Chumley? If Chumley were actually made of chum, which of the following names would also be appropriate for him? Rodent Dungley, Mixed Drinkly, Chopped Fishly, or Parameciumly?
That would be chopped fish.
Chum is actually chopped fish used as bait. And I'll bet if Chumley really were made of chum, Stanley Livingston would chase his smelly behind out of the zoo. Come on, we need a category.
Take the elevator up to 13.
The category is Statesmen, Birds, and Football. We are talking 4 big ones. It's time to fill in the blank. Limber up those fingers. When you know the answer, buzz in and start typing. If the NFL franchise in Philadelphia named its team after Benjamin Franklin's first pick for the national bird, what would its team name have been? Go crazy.
Do I dare?
They would have been called the Philadelphia Turkeys.
Oh, yeah.
It's as if old Ben Franklin could read sports headlines from 200 years in the future or something. All right, go ahead and pick one.
The number in your dreams, 14.
Okay, coming up, this category is gang initiations throughout history. We're talking $6,000 for this one. Check this out. Based on when the Great Wall of China was first constructed, what's the very first graffiti that could have been painted on it? When Nero fiddles, it burns. Hannibal does it with elephants. Genghis Khan or Cleopatra has a nice ass.
That would be really good if I could take a swing with this, but you know what? They all sound like possibilities.
In case you're interested, here's the right answer. Around
Elephants.
200 BC, the Great Wall of China was being constructed, and Hannibal was marching his troops and his elephants across the Alps. And with Hannibal's temper, it's no wonder the Vandal went all the way to China before expressing an opinion. Take your pick. What do you say? The category is Howdy! This one's worth $4,001 bills. Hang on tight, cause here we go. Suppose Hee Haw regular Minnie Pearl were equipped with MIDI. Considering her new attribute, which of the following would best describe the new MIDI Pearl? She could be launched into space, she could speak 10 languages fluently, she could voluntarily regurgitate food, or she could be controlled by a computer.
MIDI? I think she could be controlled by a computer.
MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, meaning the MIDI Mini could be controlled by a computer. Just hook up Minnie to your computer with MIDI cables, fill her up with beans, and hey, you're making music. How about it? We need a category.
Some categories just pick themselves.
And we call this one... God, you bonehead. 4,000 bucks behind this one. It's time to fill in the blank. Limber up those fingers. When you know the answer, buzz in and start typing. Oh no, it's about 1445 BC, and God's locked the keys to the Ark of the Covenant inside it. Other than the keys, what's in danger of being locked inside the chest forever unless God finds a cop? Let me take a second of my time to show you what's right. The Ark of the Covenant held the 10 Commandments. Of course, it's 9 commandments now, but I'd let that "don't take the Lord's name in vain" one pass.
Damn Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, pick a category. This category is, you'd think they could sing better. We got $4,000 on the table. Let's imagine Hollywood is gonna make a sequel to the hit mermaid movie Splash. If the casting director were to make the same mistake as the sailors of old, which creature might be mistakenly cast as the beautiful mermaid? A manatee, a sperm whale, a seahorse, or a jellyfish? Nope. You know, I hear they were just regular horses, though, until Noah locked his keys in the other ark.
Oh.
Now, the correct answer is... Lonely sailors
Manatee.
would often mistake the manatee's large breasts and slightly forked rear fins for a mermaid. And they settled for Daryl Hannah in the first movie? Take your pick. What do you say? Uh-oh. Press fudge
Gibberish
with
question?
one door.
It's time for...
Sticker Trick Restroom.
The category for this gibberish question.
Avast, you scurvy dogs.
And we're gonna start off with 10,000 greenbacks for this one. Now, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, and I'm gonna be taking away a little bit of cash every second and a half. Okay, now tell me, with what advertising slogan does
Advertising
this
slogan.
Now
try hood a plaid, ye wee mate.
rhyme? And remember, don't get tripped up by the punctuation.
Now try hood a plaid, ye wee mate.
It's a slogan for a drink. It's a drink that's similar to tomato juice. Go nuts! Type in your answer. Yes, it's a very healthy blend of carrot, tomato, spinach, watercress, celery, parsley, and beet juice. Mmm. Come on, we need a category.
Question 19.
This one's gonna be a very special Thanksgiving. Get this right, you're bringing home $6K. Okay, check this out. Imagine you're having Thanksgiving dinner at your favorite restaurant. Forced to work on a holiday, the angry restaurant staff doesn't serve you their famous turkey with yams, but rather turkey with yaws. What are you served? Turkey with poisonous berries, turkey with warty lesions and ulcers, turkey with extra limbs, or turkey with a great white shark.
Yaw.
Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. Turkey with warty lesions and ulcers. Yaws is a syphilis-like disease that occurs in tropical countries, and you thought the tryptophan in turkey was bad. All right, go ahead and pick one.
Super stuff. No special.
Special order right here.
Category, let's do it. I got your special order right here. Pop a right answer, you got 4K. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. You're in a New York deli when a guy next to you orders a BLT and asks the waiter to hold the lettuce. What is he asking him to hold? A British mustard, Flemish lace, his genitalia, or the Latvian language?
Hold the lettuce.
Here's what you should have picked.
Latvian
Laddish
language.
is the Latvian language. I hear it's terrific in a BLT, but very difficult to get your mouth around. How about it? We need a category. The attack is now. If you see two words that match, buzz in. A right answer nets you $2,000, but every wrong answer drops you down $2,000. Listen, not all matches are true.
Remember the clue.
Only buzz in on a match that fits this clue. Who's haunting you? That's a good question. Let's find out. Good luck.
Yeah, let's do it here. Freddy Krueger. That's Norman. No, that's Michael Myers. Jack Torrance. Pinhead. Chucky. Jason Voorhees. Oh well.
You got it down to a science, eh? Let's see how it brought up your score. That's the game. Well, you cleaned up. Not like you had any competition, though. So I'd like to tell you that you're amazing. But all I can really tell you is...
You don't know Jack!
Okay, good job, everybody. Let's roll the commercials. And, Cookie, what's happening with the players?
Hey, listen, if you want to play again, just let me know whenever you're ready, okay?
Health food store boy doll. Just pull his string and you'll hear him say, "Morning, Mrs. Johnson, we've got fresh prunes today." And if you pull it again, you'll hear him decree, "Try our fresh soy cakes and organic muesli." We've got tofu kashi and grilled tempeh, and our wheatgrass shots are groovy today. Can I get you a paper or plastic sack? I've got my eyebrow pierced and a hemp backpack. I ride my bike up and down the bay, and I really don't mind if you're straight bi or gay. Let's go see the dead, we'll have us a ball. I'm the health food store boy doll.
It's the Health Food Store Boy doll. Birkenstock sold separately.
Hey, Susie, what are you doing Saturday night? You want to go driving with me?
Alright, that concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Volume 2. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Tickets Please Gaming, and the arcade is now closed. Alright. Like last time, we're going to have to wait a little bit on the on Twitch. Where we got apparently it's just before the Jack attack. I see somebody who I could raid that I don't think I've met yet, so it's worth a shot, in my opinion. In case you're wondering, we're waiting on Twitch, which is right now on the... it's just now reached the Jack Attack stage. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug on YouTube. I thank you very much. If you have watched this, for watching a stream and everything. Yeah, I think we're up to here now. Alright, but this is probably where the road's going to end for you. I will be back on Wednesday for some mode for Out of the Park Baseball. We're going to try to continue to get the Milwaukee Brewers to the World Series. So, see you then. All right, while we're waiting, let's take a look at some things here. Apparently, Kentucky's beating Illinois by about 5 points to half. Bama and St. Mary's tied at 13. UConn and Duke already won. So, honest truth, that's not really going to help things too much. All right, we just got through the Jack Attack. So, yeah. I'm not going to lie, this is definitely, this is one of the better, probably one of the better ads on, Jack. All right, we're twiddling our thumbs a bit here, but I think the person that I'm rating is actually kind of snowed under right now in the Midwest. So I'm guessing probably high up, like Wisconsin or Michigan or someplace like that. Obviously, where we're at, it's not going to be... Okay, we're at the point we could actually do it now. All right. Let's see if this person's going to be the sort of thing I can go with here. All right, looks like he's playing, give me a hot second here. Okay. Survive the internet right now. So yeah, this would probably be as good a spot as any. All right, I think we'll go ahead and rate him. All right. We show, all right, folks, I am going to make a move here. We will see you, we'll see you tomorrow night on, we'll see you Wednesday with some old school Jack around 5 o'clock. And remember, keep watching our channel. It'll make you smarter.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.